everyone, and I welcome you all to my channel. So for today we are going to making a simple video on how to cut off shoulder bubu dress. Okay, one shoulder bubu dress, and this is one of the most requested topics so far. So this is your first time of coming to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. Join us on Facebook. Sewing is fun by CG Designs, and on Instagram, Thank God Designs. I'm going to put down the details down below at the description bar. If you want to join us for training, online training, kindly register down below. I'm going to put the details at the description bar. So one shoulder bubu dress is a trending topic now. Okay, you can rock it with a belt or without a belt, whichever way. Now, one amazing stuff about this bubu dress, if you notice, if this is not your first time coming to my channel, you will discover that we usually write basic measurements, divide it by 4, calculate all our basic measurement before we move to the fabric. But for a bubu dress, this is one of the simplest dress you can make in less than 15 minutes, especially if you're a beginner. And for a bubu dress, you don't need to divide your measurement by 4 when you want to cut. Why? Because a bubu dress, you are going to sew directly on the front, unlike other dresses where you sew at the back and you have to turn it to the front. So this is very easy. So the basic measurements you actually need when cutting your bubu dress is just your shoulder measurement. Now don't forget that for a bubu dress, the shoulder measurement is always very long depending on the length. Okay, now let me show you guys what I'm putting on. If you love this bell sleeve and you want me to make a video on this bell sleeve, put it down below at the comment section. Now, one funny thing of why I love this sleeve is that you can adjust it to different ways. So you could rock it like this to give you a balloon sleeve, you can see it, and you could also pull it up very well to give you this. So this is amazing, right? So whichever way you want to rock this sleeve, it is also very beautiful. So if you want me to make a video on it, just comment down below. When I see the number of comments or likes on this video, it simply means that you guys want to learn how to cut this sleeve. Okay, now this dress, I've been loving this dress, okay, because this dress is tie and dye. I love this dress. Let me show you guys what it looks like. This is tie and dye, so I love it. So if you want me to bring a tie and dye specialist to this channel, please just drop your comments down below, because I don't mind if she can teach us how to dye our clothes. You know, all those old dresses you have in your wardrobe, especially the white one, we could just play around with dye and get something, you know, more beautiful. So if you want me to bring in a tie and dye specialist, comment down below and I'm going to do that, because I love this dress. Okay, now for a bubu dress, I said you only need your shoulder measurements when you want to cut. For your basic measurements, you are going to get it when you want to sew. And don't forget that this is one shoulder bubu dress, so it simply means that we are going to have one shoulder on and one shoulder off. Okay, so now let's move to the fabric. So this is it. Now I folded my fabric into 4, just like the way you fold your normal fabric into 4. But in the case of bubu, there is no zip or zipper at the back, so that is why we don't have allowance for zip. Okay, so just fold it equally into 4. Now for my shoulder measurement, the length I want for the shoulder measurement, I want about 18 inches, because it's just a very short gown, so I don't want the bubu to be too full. But note that that is not the basic measurement. It just depends on what you actually want. So for you to determine how many inches you want for your bubu, place it at this your collar neck down like this. If you want your bubu to be full to this length, you measure it half. It depends on you. There is no basic measurement for that, so don't assume that 18 inches is the basic measurement. I'm only making use of 18 inches because of what I want. Okay, so now I'm going to mark my 18 inches. So let's say plus my sewing allowance, I have 19 inches. Now in the case of a bubu dress, we are not marking the armhole. We don't need to mark your armhole, your bust measurements. You don't need that. So this is my 19 inches where I want for the sleeve. So I'm going to take my neckline. So for my neckline, the wideness for my neckline, I want 3.5 inches. Okay, it actually depends on what you want. It's not a basic measurement. So 3.5 inches. I hope you guys can see it. I'm just painting it. So 3.5 inches. So for the deepness, I want 5 inches. So you draw your curve if you want a round neckline. So what we are going to do now is to cut out our armhole and cut out this straight down, all the way down. We are not getting any shape for the bust, for the hip, for the waist now until when you're about to sew. Okay, so when you get this your shoulder measurement, cut it all the way down and cut out your armhole. So when I cut it out, I'm going to show you guys how to get the one shoulder bubu. Okay, this is just like a basic bubu. So let me cut it out and show you guys what it looks like. So after cutting it out, this is what you are going to have. So for us to get our one shoulder bubu dress, you have to determine which of the shoulder you want to be off. Okay, there is no basic measurement for it. There's no basic standard, or let's say it has to be the left shoulder, it has to be the right shoulder. There is nothing like that. You determine the one you want to be off. Okay, so let's assume that I'm going with this side of the fabric to be my off one shoulder. So I'm going to mark extra inches. Now the extra inches you mark here depends or determine how off you want it to be. So if you mark about 2 inches, it's going to go off. If you want it to be very off, you can mark about 2.5, 3 inches. It depends on how off you want it to be. So there is no basic measurements for that also. Just determine, but 2 inches, 1.5 inches is okay if you just want it to be off a little. So you connect this your 2 inches, this round neck, you bring it out like this up to this 2 inches now. Okay, I hope you guys can see it. You connect it to this your round neckline and then you cut it off. So while I'm cutting it off, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Okay, join us for online training. I'm going to put the details down below. And if you want me to bring in a dress specialist, you guys can see this. It is very beautiful. So just drop it down below at the comment section. You know now, your lady or your girl will do that for you guys. So this is it now. You will see that this shoulder is off. Can you see it now? This shoulder is off to this point. So if you want it to be more off like this, you minus or you take away more inches. Okay, now what you have to do to sew this is to hem your neckline. You can either hem your neckline with a bias or you can either tape it round. Okay, so after when you are done hemming your neckline, for you to get your measurements now, determine the middle of your fabric. So this is the middle of the fabric. You trace it all the way down. This is the middle or the center line of my fabric. Now you will notice that this is the front panel of the fabric. I'm not sewing it at the back, I'm sewing it on the front because that is what actually makes it a bubu dress. So let's say your bust measurement is 18 inches. That is when you divide it by 2. Now how will you get your armhole? Okay, that is how will you get your armhole. Now from this point, my armhole is 9 inches. You mark 9 inches. So when you mark 9 inches, it simply means that you are not going to sew at this point. This point is going to be open. So when you don't sew at that point, that is where you'll be able to fix in your arms. Okay, now so let's say we said 18 inches is our bust measurement divided by 2, right? So from this center line, you mark 9 inches to this point, you mark 18 inches this way. So from our bust measurement to our waist measurement, the distance from your bust to your waist is what? 8 inches. Okay, you guys should be familiar with this by now. So my waist measurement is 32 divided by 2. I have 16 inches. So I place it at this center line, 8 inches at this center line. I mark 8 inches at this point. I mark 16 inches this way. Now I hope you guys understand this. If you have any question, just drop it down below. So the distance from the waist to the hip is 9 inches. So my hip is 40 inches divided by 2. I have 20 inches. So I'm going to place 10 inch at this point and 10 inch at this point to give us 20 inches. So when you are done with that, connect the lines together. Connect the lines together and you sew it on the front, okay, not the back. That is why I'm marking it for you guys to see. So you start sewing from this your 9 inches because this definitely becomes your armhole. You're not getting the armhole curve, okay? So now you sew it directly straight. You sew it directly straight, okay? Now let me show you guys something. Let's assume that you really want this off shoulder or this one shoulder to be very obvious. I'm going to increase the number of inches I want to use for this off shoulder, okay? I want you guys to see the beauty of it. So can you see it? This drops this way. So this is very easy. So don't forget to join us on Facebook. Sewing is Fun by Three Designs. On Instagram, Thank God Designs. And on Facebook, Sewing is Fun by Three Designs, okay? Join us for online training. I'm going to put down the details down below. If you want me to bring in a dress specialist, if you love what I'm putting on this sleeve, put down your comment down below. I'm going to teach you guys how to make this sleeve. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Bye.